Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect Andromeda on the MysteriousJG. The game has been acting up on us a bit here. But hopefully, figuring out the Turian arc remain side quest will fix all of our problems. That makes sense, doesn't it? I am really short of ammo. There's remains here. There's one of those weird boxes that doesn't give you the regular ammo, but gives you other ammo. And there's something to scan. Because that's that little indication that you get when there's something to scan. And it's a remnant device, so just giving me more remnant research. Which is good. I'm hoping I don't find too much more of that before I get my next perk when I'm going to take the thing that boosts my, my gain from, research. Jeepers creepers, that's a lot of creepers. Where's what I really need, which is ammo. I'm having real issues with collecting stuff right now. Oh, I didn't even press and hold the button. It just seemed to auto-collect after a time. Hey, the Rykor is attacking the remnant bots for us. How convenient. See, this is where incendiary ammo would come in useful, but I unequipped that. That is not what I meant to do. Yeah, it really doesn't. It's just getting really confused when I try to interact with containers and remains and stuff. It being the game. Hey, we acquired 29 Andromeda viability points.
Readings indicate all Turian wreckage on Haval has been found.
Cool.
Good. Tell our salvage teams to get busy removing them.
Is there any point in going back and telling the Turians? I guess not. It's not marked as a quest anymore. We could go talk to that person, and the way this game works, they probably give her a small little bit of dialogue, just like, thanks, dude, and that's it. Alright, well, let's continue with the Dying Planet quest. 26 XP away from a new level. What am I actually planning to do with those points? I think I got 2, so I'll have 6. I could go to Team Recovery, which increases our health and shield and tactical revive. I'm not getting in that many situations where I have to revive somebody. So Team Recovery, which is a general boost to stuff, is probably better, especially because it helps my tech constructs. I could also start putting points into Tactical Cloak. I would get enough for recharge speed increase and duration increase, although I'm not using it much. I need to start using it more. And I could put the points instead into auxiliary systems, which allow me to increase weapon weight capacity or priming. That's probably the smart call. I'm not doing much with combo priming, but I did set up my my construct, so occasionally they'll do it for me. It'd be more important to eventually get to area of effect radius increase, because that affects one of my tech constructs and eventually getting to, well, honestly, there comes a point with the auxiliary systems. I think we hit the big one, which was rank 3 constructs. So we probably want to finish out team support and then start working on tactical cloak and eventually auxiliary systems, just to be putting in more tech points, because we've got stuff like shields and shield recovery and support, where the more points you have in the tech skill group, the more it does for you. There's nothing I'm hugely in a rush to max out in combat, because combat tools has some stuff that will help you out, particularly when flying around. But we want to max shotguns first. Eventually, when all our passives are done and we got shotguns, we'll either pick a skill that I could fall back on if I decide I'm sick of my skill set, or I start maxing out pistols and assault rifles, just to, again, spending points in the combat skill tree will gradually increase damage on sniper rifles and shotguns. But I think we know what we're doing next, which is team support, team recovery. This is mosey on up here. Mosey on in here, maybe? Oh. I got no idea what's going on, man. I'm not 100% sure what I should be doing right now. We need to find our way a little further south. Here we go. There's other places where there was a door I just didn't notice that I was supposed to go into. There's definitely some robotoid noises going on in this place. The game wants me to scale. Whoa! Don't hang out in there.
Looks like this is our only way in.
This isn't activated.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
I'm already scanning it, jerk. Okay.
Got it.
Is somebody attacking us now? I just heard one of my people yelling something. Or somebody yelling something. It sounded like... What's her face? Turian lady is... Vetra's yelling. Boy, you know, maybe it's my fault because I keep using the same characters, but we certainly have a better sense of some of their personalities than others. Suddenly it's turned into wet. And we're like doing a wall climbing jumping puzzle while listening to rocky music. Suddenly the soundtrack of Mass Effect Andromeda goes from like sci-fi, you know, wonderment to psychobilly music. He's the only song, for the, like one of the like two bands that made up like 90% of Wet's soundtrack. I'm blanking on the names of both bands, and I apologize, but one of them, their big hit, I guess, which was not used on the Wet soundtrack, was a song called Romance with a Rapist. I can see why Wet would not necessarily use that. sure does look
Let's
like...
give this a try.
No, I was trying not to, but it is apparent now that we really can't go any further without using it. Come on with us, remnant friend. Tell us what's going on down here. You understand details. I see. I thought it was going to take us into a underground base we'd have to fight through and emerge on this side, but it actually just floats us across. Neat. And there is a gravity well. There is another gravity well. There is to Mithrava Ascent.
No one's afraid of heights, are they?
I'm cool. I'm telling you, man, these plants, these trees, they're the frickin' guys who built the remnants. I'm telling you. Calling it. Unless it turns out to be minerals, in which case I'm calling they totally ripped off Starflight. No relevant data in the giant glowing energy orb. Whoa, whoa, what's going on? I don't know how it works. Goodbye, folks. And my party members are all left behind. Guess I'm on my own. Oh, never mind, you're here. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I was having fun with the silliness of the game. So, we've reached a new level of wackiness. It's a collision course with wackiness. What's going on over here? I knew it was worthwhile coming back over here. There's a container. And that's it. We got warp-o-matic trouble.
I've never been up here before. I have heard of the sages of Mithrava, but never gave them much thought.
Apparently it never occurred to any of your
Why not?
people to ask them for help.
Isn't a story worthless if it isn't shared?
Mm-hmm.
If the accounts of our past are kept hidden, they may as well not exist at all.
Good point. Good point. Relax. Man, I thought we'd figured out a cool way to bypass some stuff. Alright, looks like we better follow one of the prescribed paths. There's some... I don't know if that was graphical glitching or if it was meant to represent that the remnant tech was glitching slightly there. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'd say it really looks like I'm supposed to be able to get up here. Well, whatever was going on with the containers, it seems to have fixed itself. Oof. Whoa, apparently I jumped right into the middle of them without noticing anything until that breacher. And I thought maybe I had a grace period, but nope. Level up, bitches. Well, we already figured out what we were doing, so this shouldn't be too difficult. I'm going to get team recovery, and that leaves me with 3. Better hold off a level, and then I can get defense grid and start spending what's left. Life support is not as good because I have to use a squad power, and then it lasts for 3 seconds. This is actually better for our purposes. And if next time I get, I don't know, how many points am I getting at a shot? 6? Well, definitely I have enough to finish team support next time I level. I've completely lost track of how many points I get every time I level. I know you guys only get 2, which is, I don't think there's anything that you could, well, no, I suppose I could get sticky grenade. I could level up a sticky grenade, so I could just keep waiting to, yeah, for her there's like nothing that you can get with only 2 points.
I think that's it. Good work.
Cool statue, doesn't have anything to study. There's a remnant console to be interface. I'm interface!
Above us! Whoa!
Well, what? Oh, it made a bridge. Take it to the bridge one more time. I think it made a bridge. Okay, can't quite get up there. Unless I can do it from here. Maybe I can. At some point I gotta find a new fast travel point so that I can go back to the ship, collect whatever time-based rewards we have, and sell a bunch of junk to clear inventory space again. I am interface. Yeah, there we go. I thought we were actually traveling the wrong way looking for loot, but this might actually be the way we were supposed to go. When you look at the map, kind of seems like we were supposed to come out here and cycle around this way, but now I'm starting to think maybe you couldn't get by here, and we're supposed to go over around here. I suppose we can go find out by exploring the other direction, but the loot seems to almost always be random. This is not really a game that's going to give us a lot of specific treasure is placed here, and this is the only way to get it. Pretty much like the Mass Effect series. It's like, oh, okay, different, perhaps quality of loot is available at different places, but it's always kind of down to... Yeah, that's not even worth a shit. Something just came up behind me, though. Thanks for teleporting into my rescue, friend. Yeah, I guess the fact that they can fly makes sense, but I was still a little annoyed that that guy just showed up behind me when I thought we'd kind of cleared our path. Yeah, I begin to suspect that had we started out going the other way, we would have hit a wall. As long as we don't hit any of those vaults that are like one visit only places, then I'll be worried because we won't be able to go back and look for something that is a specific one-time touch item, which are those memory cores, which are part of completing some quest for PB. So, I don't know, I guess a lot of people have a lot of issues with this game, mostly bitching about the bells and whistles of the graphics. I'm really enjoying the big open world, but with Mass Effect mechanics of this game. I'm really enjoying this game. There's certainly a lot to make fun of if you feel like being less than kind, but there always is that in Mass Effect. Just like there isn't, like, you know, if you're a big Star Trek or Star Wars nerd, there's a lot of stuff that you can make fun of too, even if you enjoy the sci-fi content. So, I don't know. I mean, I know in the very last video I was complaining about some glitching that was going on. I mean, I guess we just expect so much from the AAA games these days. Even buying the collector's edition, this costs like maybe what 2 NES games would have cost back in the day. And no NES game would be expected to take as long to complete as this does. Well, of course, it's totally different because back then they were one-shot deals. You're supposed to get them done without saving on a battery pack. So gravity well going on because we are still not going into a vault at this point. We're just trying to find our way towards some dudes who are going to advance the plot.
You bypassed that security. How is that possible? An alien?
It's not your security, it's Remnant Tech, you weirdos.
I'm Ryder,
Unless you guys
Pathfinder
built
with
the
the Andromeda
Remnants.
Initiative, from the Milky Way galaxy.
That does not explain how or why you are able to operate the remnant doors.
You're not interested in the fact that we're from another galaxy?
You must leave. We do not entertain guests here.
Havarl's in decline. If you tell me about the lost monolith, I can help fix it.
Why is it suddenly raining? It's never rained anywhere before.
Havarl could be healed. Our birthplace restored. Isn't that worth something?
Who are you? Are you from another galaxy?
Lost.
That kind of thing doesn't interest me.
The memories of its location haven't been reclaimed. On Mithrava, we have accepted Havarl's eventual ruin.
You can't give up! You've never given up on anything in your life. Now fight, damn it, fight! I've known you for... Esmus, I know you so well. You never give up.
That's a strange choice of words. What do you mean by reclaiming memories?
One may occasionally remember a past life, if the conditions are
Oh,
right.
for fuck's sake. You're gonna put on a tinfoil hat now?
We believe in reincarnation, an unbroken thread.
Well, at least you have really good
Long ago, who had knowledge of
chicken
the third
dishes.
monolith. Zorai, a
I
champion
figured
of
they're
Mithrava,
Hindu. The Hindus have
scourge.
fantastic chicken-based
Zorai's
dishes.
soul has returned and could be made to remember what it knew.
Man, I could eat
We
some
have no contact with it.
Dio tikka masala any old time. That is some good shit. Oh, sorry, you were talking about your religion and faith. I was talking about Indian takeout. Soul's returned. We made you remember what it once knew. You can make a soul remember. I can't believe this. Now, I'm with this one, but you gotta, again, it's like talking to Lesbo McGee about her religion. You don't need to be a douche about it, even if you're not too into it.
So you're saying there's some way we can make
Aye, but
people
she's
remember
Glaswegian,
their
you
past
can.
lives?
Souls retain within families. An object's heirloom tied closely to that bloodline could cause memories to...
Oh man, we're getting into this weird shit with our dad
But
and
it's not
Sam
guaranteed.
node memories
It
and
has been known to happen on rare occasions in the past with other souls. The only known heirloom of Zarai's family rests in an area with active remnant. No one has survived the journey. But perhaps you...
as an expendable
Zarai's
alien.
soul was reborn in Tavos, who is now a Roka. He recently returned to Havarl on a mission.
A mission from God.
Roka. That'll be difficult.
We'll have to
That's
stop
why you're
killing
here,
them
John.
randomly.
They won't like that I'm helping you.
This may be a
Only thing that's
but we
worse
have
than a
to try.
Negro is a
I
Negro
will
lover.
send you the relevant coordinates. We considered Havarl a lost cause. But perhaps now, there is hope.
Well, hope's better than snow. Please don't get offended by my the only thing worse than a Negro is a Negro lover line. Obviously I'm making light of the rednecks who feel that way, and B, it's not really Negro that they say. I prevented myself from saying the actual phrase that I've, to my great shame, have heard on 1 or 2 occasions over the course of my life as a white guy.
You have questions?
I have answers.
You mentioned an heirloom, an object you think will bring Zarai's memories
Yes, a
back?
bullet to his brain.
Souls return within families. Sometimes the memories of the past can be recalled by an object meaningful to that family. We do not understand why or how this happens, and it has only happened on rare occasions.
Did ancient astronauts build the pyramids?
Old Ankara tech from before the Scourge.
I really need to find a place to throw down one of those vaguely story explained save/fast travel points up here, because it's going to be a pain in the ass to get back to talk to these guys later.
Tell me more about Zorai.
Tell me more, tell me
These
more.
studies describe him as both scholar and soldier. He traveled the stars and gained knowledge from far-off places.
You knew him as
There are
Shepherd.
reports of him having knowledge of the remnant builders and their machines.
And the third monolith?
Our legends say that Zorai sought out the monoliths after the Scourge came. He died, and it is unclear if he accomplished what he set out to do.
Why do you remain secluded here?
The chaos brought on by the Scourge splintered our people and all but destroyed our civilization. Fear took hold. False beliefs about our predicament were seeded and began to influence Ankaran thought. In order to maintain the integrity of what they knew to be true, 4 families left their community to come here. We've remained ever since.
I'm sorry, my mind drifted. I was thinking about something else. I completely missed that. Like, literally have no idea what he just said. I'm sorry. I started thinking about something completely unrelated to the LP for a minute. This guy's not
Why
really
do you
engaging
remain
with me that
secluded
well.
here?
The chaos brought on by the Scourge splintered our
Yep.
people and all
Got
but
that part.
Fear took hold.
Uh-huh.
False beliefs about our predicament were seeded.
Okay,
and
so he's
began
talking
to
about
influence
modern
Ankaran
thinkers.
thought. We've remained ever since.
I feel like I skipped past one phrase of his.
In order to maintain the
what they knew. Okay. 4 families decided that they were going to go like Mennonite, and that's the deal.
Tell me more about your belief in reincarnation.
Tell me more is Ryder's version of what do you know about?
By seeing through different eyes, it gains wisdom.
How do you grow if you don't remember?
The growth of the
How do I grow if I don't remember? Oh, hold on, I know this. Sorry, I forgot how we grow without remembering.
Some even argue that old memories are an unwelcome distraction.
For example, no one's ever going to go back and rewatch the original Mass Effect LP you did. I mean, why would they?
The original Mass Effect LP might be my favorite of the Mass Effect LPs because, and I don't really pick up on this until it's sitting right in front of you as a playlist. It's just a way shorter and more compact game.
I'll go. Thank you for speaking to me.
Thank you for listening, assuming you did. Freaking foreign asshole.
Oh hey, speak of the save point, and it shall appear. It's not a save point, really.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
He's going, what the fuck are you doing? You just launched like one of your alien vehicles in the middle of our sacred village? We're gonna kill you. And they kill us. And it's game over, yeah. And I'm actually allowed to save. Alright, so I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna go back to our ship off screen so that I can grab our time-based rewards. And when we come back, we will be back here at this place talking to these dudes. I'm the MysteriousJG. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.